In my next segment, we're going to do some myth busting. This is one of my favorite parts of our show. Today's myth is going to be, my disability policy will provide me with financial security if I'm disabled and unable to work. The disability carrier knows that I'm having trouble making ends meet, and they aren't going to want back that overpayment. Stay tuned. The myths that disability insurance policyholders believe about ERISA and individual disability insurance, and the truth. My job is to be a myth buster so that you can understand your ERISA and individual disability insurance policy, the claims process, and the games that disability carriers play to delay or deny your benefits. You may have heard from neighbors, friends, lawyers, insurance agents, myths about disability insurance. I hear those myths every day. And one of the things I have to do in talking to clients is to dissuade them of the myths and tell them the truth. So what's today's myth? My disability policy will provide me with financial security if I'm disabled and unable to work. The carrier knows I'm having trouble making ends meet, and they're not going to ask me back for that overpayment. Well, remember we talked about that payment option form? The typical payment option form is combined with another policy provision. It's called the estimated payment provision in your policy. So get out your policy, find it, and let's talk about it. The typical language you will see in the policy is going to be, the amount of other income benefits for which you appear to be eligible will be estimated unless you sign and return a reimbursement agreement. This agreement contains your promise to repay any overpayment of benefits made to you. If the other income benefits are estimated, your monthly benefits will be adjusted when we receive proof of the exact amount awarded or that the benefits have been denied after a review at the highest administrative level. We'll pay you if any underpayment in your monthly benefit results. You'll have to repay us, however, if any overpayment results. If we must take legal action against you to recover any overpayment, you'll have to pay our reasonable attorney's fees and costs if we win. Wow. You can be sued, and they can collect attorney's fees and costs against you. So I'm often asked, well, how do carriers get their money back? Long-term disability carriers are going to use several methods to recoup their benefits if you fail to repay them. First, they're going to attempt to use any release that you sign, particularly through their advocacy program, to withdraw the overpayment from your bank account. It gets sucked up. If that doesn't work, they're going to reduce your disability benefits, not only by the amount of the Social Security disability benefits you are now getting monthly and that of your children, but they'll take a pro rata reduction of the remaining monthly benefits. So let's do some math. If, for example, you are receiving $2,400 per month in disability benefits, and as of January 1st, your Social Security disability application is granted retroactively from January 1st, let's say 2017 to 2019. And let's say your Social Security benefits are $1,000 and you get a back check in the amount of $24,000. Now, you're not going to be able to use that $24,000 to pay off bills or get yourself current. The carrier is going to automatically calculate that they've overpaid you benefits. And if you don't pay them back, the $12,000, they are going to send you a letter demanding repayment. If you refuse, not only are they going to reduce your check by $1,000, because that's what you're getting in Social Security, but then they're going to take a pro rata reduction for that $12,000 overpayment. And most policies are silent on the amount of those pro rata payments and how they're to be calculated. But I've seen carriers take an entire balance of the long-term disability benefits, pay only the minimum monthly benefit until the carrier has recouped the full $12,000. Wow. So before you stop work and apply for Social Security benefits and your disability benefits, it's important that you understand your gross benefits. So how much am I going to be paid in my gross LTD benefits? and what can be deducted, including the receipt of Social Security benefits, because you really want to know what's the net. Now, if your policy does not allow for the reduction of Social Security benefits, which is typically true in individual disability policies, it's called an integrated policy. So remember that the carrier has the right to recover not only any overpayment they made to you, but reduce your ongoing disability benefits by the receipt of Social Security. And of course, the last thing they can do is they'll refer it to collections and potentially sue you. Now, I've been successful in bringing a violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act causes of action and violation of other federal laws regarding creditor harassment in regard to the overpayment. And if they start harassing you, you might want to also consult with an employee benefit lawyer who can help you determine whether or not you have a violation of the federal law. Because I was happily able to sue not only the collection agency and the disability carrier, but settle it with them paying my attorney's fees and forgiving a $40,000 overpayment. Now, if there isn't a violation of federal law in the way they're doing the collections, you can be assured that you will be sued. And it's going to be a question ultimately of, are you sued in state court and federal court? You probably are going to end up in federal court. And really, at that point in time, your claim is probably going to be denied, and it's going to be just a big mess. You certainly are going to need an attorney at that point if you don't need one now. So what's the truth? The truth is that disability carriers want their money back now, regardless of how desperate your financial circumstances are. In the next segment, I'm going to tell you the story of an Alaskan bush pilot and how his claim crashed and burned. Stay tuned.
Are you a professional with questions about your individual disability policy? You need the Disability Insurance Claim Survival Guide for Professionals. This book gives you a comprehensive understanding of your disability policy, with tips and to-dos regarding your disability application that will assist you in submitting a winning disability application. This is one you won't want to miss. For the next 24 hours, we are giving away free copies of the Disability Insurance Claim Survival Guide for Professionals. Order yours today at disabilityclaimsforprofessionals.com.